All right, so good afternoon, everyone. My name is Olajumoke Oni, and I will be your moderator for today, standing as the vice president, as I am the executive board presidential candidate. So at this time, I'm asking for your opening statements. Please state your name, your grade, and the position you are running for. We will start with Alexis.
Hi, I'm Alexis, and I'm running for vice president, and I'm a sophomore currently.
Thank you. I also ask that um, everyone is visible throughout this meeting. Next we will have Jefferson.
Hi, my name is Jefferson. I'm running for class of 2022 president.
All right. Thank you, Jefferson. Next we will have Mary.
Um, you guys can hear me, right?
Yes.
My name is Mary Adewale, and I'm running for class secretary for 2022.
Thank you. And lastly we will have, I don't want to mess your name up. Um, our last candidate.
Hi, my name is Ms. Dora, and I'm running for class vice president 2022.
All right. Thank you. So, the first question that
Wait,
is,
should I go?
oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Diana. I'm running for class secretary 2020. I am currently a sophomore.
All righty. My apologies for missing you. Thank you. So at this time, you also have the opportunity for your opening statements. Let's get into the questions. We will start with your opening statement. Jefferson, you have a statement.
Oh, okay. So my name is Jefferson. I'm currently the class of 2022 secretary. This year I decided to run for class president because I have three goals that I have planned. I'm planning to increase class participation, create a system of connection between students and class officers, and also plan more fundraisers for the class of 2022.
My name is Ms. Dora, and I'm running for class vice president 2022, and I hope to make all of your voice matter.
We can't really hear you.
Oh, my name is Ms. Dora, and I'm running for class vice president 2022, and I hope to make all your voice matter.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Tora. Next, we will have Diane.
Hi, my name is Diana, and I'm running for class secretary because I want to be more involved in school and I want to see how the whole SGA thing works. This is my first time doing something like this. So I just really want to be more involved and like see how I can help and make a difference.
All right. Thank you, Diane. Next, we will have Mary.
My name is Mary, and I want to be class secretary for 2022 because I want students' voices to be heard, not just specific students, but everybody to participate in a lot of things together.
All righty. Thank you, Mary. And lastly, we will have Alexis.
Oh, so hi, hi, I'm running for class vice president. This upcoming year, I want to make sure I hear all your voices and concerns and plan more activities and fundraisers this year. And I had the pleasure of serving as co-secretary, so I was able to gain more experience. And next year, I hope to do more and actually get more things done.
All righty. Thank you, Alexis. I just want to acknowledge Fanta Cabo we have in here, who will be our timekeeper. So my first question, and we will begin with Alexis, is what do you believe are our most present issues at Parkdale High School?
Can you repeat that?
What do you believe are to be our most present issues at Parkdale High School?
I believe that there really isn't a lot of students who participate in other things. And I think that's something that many students miss out on and should have the opportunity to like participate and get involved in more school activities.
Alrighty, thank you, Alexis. Next we will have Diana.
I also agree with him. I think an issue is we don't get the word out there for like events and like just events. And not a lot of people know, not a lot of people attend, and I think we could make a difference with that by just getting the word out there and being more communicative with the students.
Alrighty, thank you, Diana. Next we will have Miss Tura.
I also agree with what they're saying. I feel like we need to find a new way to make sure that we advocate for clubs and events and fundraising so students can participate instead of just having them without anyone doing it. It's just a waste of time. So, like, we could try to have a group chat with the whole student body and we could text them about clubs that are available and stuff. I think that's a better way because everyone's always on their phone, right? So that would be a quicker and faster way to get to them.
Alrighty, thank you. Next we will have Mary.
I agree and disagree because SGA posts like posters all over the school. There's many different ways that they advocate for the SGA activities. So I think it's just getting to like lower the prices for people who have low income and like don't have that much money to enter some activities to just like give them that opportunity to just like free stuff and just a way to make everybody included, not just people who have money only.
Mhm.
Alrighty, thank you, Mary. Lastly, we have Jefferson.
I agree with everything they're saying, but the two main issues Parkdale has, I believe, is communication and class participation because many people know that like last year SGA was great at advertising. We posted posters, we sent out links, we advertised it online, and just not that many students came to the events. So I think the main issue is class participation.
Alright, thank you. Before we get into our question, do you have any closing remarks for this question? No. All right.
Mhm.
So our next question is, how could your platform, and this will be the time now to state your platform, resolve such issues that you all named? We will start with Jefferson.
Can you repeat the question again, please?
Okay. How platforms, and this will be the time to state your platform if you have any, resolve such issues that you all just presented.
Well, my platform includes communication, investment, and involvement. I think communication is great because once you start talking to the students, like you have to listen to their voice. Um, you can get ideas of what they want in order for them to participate. Investment works well because once you find the idea that students like, you start investing your time in that activity in order for it to work out. And thirdly, involvement because if you want students to show out to events and stuff like that, you're gonna have to listen to what they want.
Okay, thank you, Jefferson. Next, we will have Alexis.
Um, I think that communication is a good thing. It's an important thing that we need to have, and make sure that we communicate to a bunch of students and like not only like advertise the events that we're having or anything, but make sure that we actually have students participate and make sure that we listen to what they have to offer or their opinions on different things. So we make sure that they agree with things that we are offering to them, and as a whole school, we can better things out if we have communication between everyone and making sure that we hear their voices and their concerns about certain things.
Alrighty, thank you, Alexis. Next, we will have Tua. Is Tua already there?
Oh, me? Um, I agree with what they're all saying, and I think a way we can solve that, we can increase participation is if we do at least 1 to 2 free activities, free events that they can come to, because anyone's going to come to a free event, right? So if we make that event fun, maybe they can be willing to spend more money on events that actually cost money. Basically, like we can lure them in. It's a fun event, and then if they like it, we can do more, and they have to pay, and then we can have a fun to do other stuff.
Alrighty, thank you. Next, we will have Mary.
I agree with what they say. I feel like one of the things that everybody is like connecting with is on Instagram. Like we can have like little polls on the class. We can have like little polls on the class Instagram stories. Like choose what you want, and like just to make them feel like they have more decisions in what they do. And like if for the people who don't have technology, we could also like print out papers with like a list, a check mark list, and like you could put it on the hallways. People can like grab a little pen and just check what they want and what they don't want and stuff like that, just to make people participate more and stuff.
Alrighty.
And I feel like we could use the teachers to our advantage. We can encourage them to advocate for our events and policies because um, I, for one, I don't see anything in the walls like Mary was saying. But if a teacher was speaking to me, because I have respect for them, right? So I would listen to what they have to say, and I would get my information from them.
Alrighty. Last we will have Diana. Sorry.
Okay, so I agree with like what Mary said, like Instagram polls. Um, so like for example, Spirit Week, we could have like Instagram polls that say what kind of days you want and like what you want to do that day. I think that's pretty cool, and it will make them feel like, they have options and they have a voice, and that we want to listen to them and like just get them more involved. Because if we're doing something they like, they're more willing to participate.
Alrighty. So before we move on to our next question, do we have any rebuttals, closing remarks for this question? No.
I disagree with Mary because she said there was like posters on the wall, right, about events,
Yeah.
right? But I don't see any. I usually don't hear
Well,
about any of these stuffs that you're talking about. So where exactly do you
but
see them?
it's in the hallway. Like just open your eyes and you could see them in the hallway. Like you can see like all the different clubs and activities. Like they print posters. They even spread them around in the cafeteria sometimes. So if you will like just pay attention to your surroundings, you will actually see what the student is like advocating for the people. So just yeah.
I
I
also
just
agree
feel like
with
we could
Mary.
do a better job.
I also agree with Mary. What Mary said, because throughout SGA, whenever we had events, we made sure that we made electronic posters and also posters to hang
Yeah.
around the school to make sure that students know, and we also make announcements to so students who don't know are aware of the situations that are going on in different events that we're having.
Okay.
Alright.
Exactly. And like a day before like the actual events, they even like say it on the announcements. Like we have a football game, we have this, we have that. So I don't see a way you couldn't. Yeah.
But most students aren't paying attention. They're usually on their phone.
Well they have ears, so like they could hear the
I'm
announcements.
just saying, okay? I'm
I'm
thinking about
just
other
saying
people.
I'm just saying too.
Question. We're gonna move on to our next question. Our next question is: what do our school platforms focus on, and how will you ensure the success of such platforms? So I will name the school platforms for you. Our school platforms are school spirit, fundraising, and community service. So how will you ensure the success of these platforms with your position? And we will start with Diane.
Wait, I'm sorry. I can't hear your question.
The question was, what do our school platforms focus on, and how will you ensure the success of such platforms? Our platforms are followed: school spirit, fundraising, and community service. How will you ensure the success of these platforms with your position?
Again, I would. You know how the Wait, what's the question? I'm so sorry.
The question is, what do our school platforms focus on, and how will you ensure the success of such platforms? So our school platforms are as followed: school spirit, fundraising, and community service. How will
Okay.
you, with your position, ensure the success of such
I feel
platforms?
like okay. A big problem would be students don't want to go out and get community service hours. So I'm thinking that we can make our own community service hours in our school. Like we could uh get students to clean up the school. We could get students to plant stuff. We could. do a whole bunch of stuff that we could create our own community service in our own school instead of having kids to go outside because they might not have transportation and stuff. We could provide transportation for them.
All right, and that was Miss Tora.
Yes.
All right. Next, we will have Diane.
Okay, I agree with what Mr. said, like have more, like we could create our own community service, like events. I think that would be really cool. We could like paint the school or just help teachers out or like organize things. I think that's a really good idea.
All right, thank you, Diane. Next, we have Jefferson.
I agree with what they're all saying. I think that, when we have class night, every class needs help, like for to prepare like their little designs and everything. I feel like school spirit and community service is involved in those. So maybe if we tell them that if they come up to these events, they can get community service hours.
All righty, thank you. Jefferson, we will have Alexis.
Um, so what I think is to get more students to earn community service opportunities is every time we host an event or such, we could get students to stay after school and help set up and make sure that they like help set up and do other things throughout the evening to make sure that they earn the community service hours every time we host an event, which is something that many students could do. They could stay after school and help set up things or whenever we have events.
All
And
righty, thank you. And lastly, we will have Mary.
I agree with Alexis with what he said, and I kind of disagree with the others a little bit because they are community service in Parkdale. I even had like the opportunity to like get some of my community service from Parkdale, like cleaning up lunches after school and just helping the teachers with like some of the events like parent thing night. I forgot what it's called, but yeah,
mhm.
I agree with what Alexis said. So
And for fundraising, I feel like we shouldn't be shy to ask people to donate.
they, they do donate.
Okay.
I think like she left and then she's gonna jump back.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can't hear you, Jamoke.
I'm here. I'm sorry. All right. So my next question will be: how do you balance SGA obligations and fees your classes to ensure Jefferson?
Can you repeat the question? It was a bit laggy.
I said, how will you balance out your SGA obligations along with your other activities and classes to ensure the success of your position?
Um, like I said, these stuff are like more like time investment. So I believe that if I create like a schedule, like meetings, to come up with all these types of events and fundraisers, it doesn't necessarily have to be every day. We can schedule like online appointments or face to face, and we can discuss things like that, and it wouldn't even interfere with our schedule.
All right, thank you, Jefferson. Next, we have Diana.
I don't do any like after school activities, so I have a lot of free time. I'm really good at like organizing, so I always, set like a time and I have a schedule and I get like my schoolwork done and like homework done. Like I'm just an organized person, so I already have like a schedule. So I would just, put this like if I became class secretary, I would just add it onto my schedule and I would make it work.
All right, thank you, Diana. Next, we have Alexis.
So I would have a schedule and make sure that I have I use my time wisely on certain things and make sure that I even things out and make sure that I get everything that's done necessary. And like Jefferson was saying, even if we can't hold in-person meetings, there's also online. So there's easier ways to get things done if we figure out ways to get things done. So basically, I'll just use my time wisely on different things to make sure that everything gets done.
Alrighty, thank you, Alexis. Next we have Mary.
I like to participate in a lot of stuff, so I know how to like schedule my time wisely. Of course, I'm human. Sometimes I do forget, but I have my alarm clock for that. So like I do put everything on my phone to make sure to remind me 24/7 because I'm always on my phone. So I feel like I'm definitely organized. Sometimes I am a little bit rough, but like I do know what to do and where to do it because at the end of the day, I also make mistakes, but I know how to bounce back from that and I know how to schedule my time properly and wisely. So I think I got that on a roll.
Yeah, I agree with Mary. I write everything down in my notes just in case I forget. So I think I'm pretty good. I've been doing good so far, and I work well under pressure. So I think I'll have it in the bag.
All right, thank you. So our last question will be, what makes you stand out from the other candidates? And we will begin with Miss Tora.
I feel like obviously, um, I don't care about any of these stuff that they're talking about. So I feel like I will represent the people that have no clue on what's going on in the school, and I will make sure that I advocate for those types of people. So I feel like I represent the minority in a way, because all of them are saying, not all of them, but they're saying that they see stuff in the hallways, and I say I don't see stuff in the hallways. So I would represent the minority.
All right, next we will have Mary.
Honestly, I feel like I'm very outspoken with my thoughts, and I know that if something isn't right, or like I know it's like something that I know the others would disagree with. I'm the kind of person to be like, can we just like do this over again and make sure what we did was right, and like let's look back at our steps. I'm a very cautious person as well, so I just want to make sure everything is perfect and just because I work well under pressure and I think really fast. So I'm a fast thinker and that's like one of the good things to have in SGA. Plus my personality. Like I'm just like a fun
Hmm.
person to be around. So
Hmm. I agree. You are fun.
All right, they have Alexis. Next we will have Alexis.
So basically, yes. So I think something that sets me apart from many other people would be that I like to communicate to others, and even if people aren't aware of the things that are going on, I'll make sure that I reach out to people and make sure they are knowledgeable of things that are happening, and I make sure that I work well with others to make sure I hear everyone's ideas and thoughts. And even if we disagree, we could come to a consensus of certain things. So that's something that's very important in SGA.
All right, thank you. Next we will have Diana.
I feel like I could bring in new ideas and like bring in more creativity um to like events and things. I'm a very friendly person, so I like talking to people and like making new friends. I feel like I could just bring in like a whole new view to like SGA, like get more people out here. Just I don't really know, like just be more creative and like new ideas.
All right, thank you. And lastly, we have Jefferson.
What makes me stand out from most people is that I'm creative, I'm dedicated, and I'm hardworking. I think that once I put my mind to something, my point is to get it done fast and presentable. So
All right, thank you. So at this time, wait, before we get into our final statements, do we have any closing remarks? Any rebuttals? You're good. Okay. So at this time, you now have the floor to make your final statement. This will be the time for you. You have 1 minute. We have our timekeeper on the clock there. You have to, at this time, please clearly state your name and your position and why you believe that you are the best candidate for this position. We will start with Diana.
Okay. I have to state myself again.
Sorry?
I state myself again, like
Yes,
I
please.
present myself.
Yes, please.
Okay, so I'm Diana, and I want to be class secretary of 2020 because I feel like I can bring in new ideas, more creativity. I'm a very responsible person, and I'm very organized. So I feel like I could really do well and really get the job done. I don't really have much on, I don't really do a lot of stuff, so I really wouldn't be distracted with anything. I feel like I could just do really good with people and just the whole SGA in general. I feel like I could represent it really well. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you. Next, we will have Alexis.
Hi, I'm Alexis, and I'm running for class vice president. This year, upcoming year, I hope to bring more ideas to the table and get more things done, as I had the pleasure of serving as co-secretary. And this upcoming year, I want to make sure that we have build a stronger connection with the students, and and that we hear all your ideas that you have to offer, so that you guys are understandable of things that are going on.
Thank you. Next, we will have Miss Tora. Miss Tora, you there? Miss Tora.
Okay. Hi, I'm Miss Dora, and I'm running for class vice president 2022. And I would bring a different voice to the team. I will advocate for more free events. I will communicate better with the students, and I will make sure that um, we are not the number one. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah.
And um, I'll make sure I work hard, and I'm very dedicated to our cause, and that's about it.
Thank you. Next, we have Mary.
Hi, my name is Mary, and I am running for class secretary of 2022. And I think that I have the potential to bring in not just only good ideas, but just like a more fun high school a more fun high school experience for everybody, and just a way to get everybody to participate and just have fun and free stuff, because who doesn't like free stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
just to make everybody come together at the end of the day, because this is high school and we only get to live it once, and I feel like I have the potential to make it one of the best years you can have, and just, yeah, like, nothing to say.
All right. Thank you, Mary. And last, we have Jefferson.
Hi, my name is Jefferson. I'm currently the secretary for the class of 2022, and this year I'm running for president. Um, I believe that I'm bringing communication and involvement to the table, so I feel like that's one of the most important factors. So, yeah.
All right. For your time came. Now I will open this to our sponsor.
All right. So thank you all for your your time. You all will still remain keep campaigning. Uh, voting has already started and will end on Sunday. All right. Thank you all for coming out.
Thank
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
See you
Bye.
all.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Mr. Adams. Hey, Jamoke.
Hi,
Hey,
sir.
Jordan.